webinar. The webinar is geared towards strategy, growth, innovation, and development in the music industry. Before I start this webinar, let me go ahead and brief you a little bit about how I started into music industry. So, as a songwriter and a DJ, I have written lots of songs, registered them with BMI, a performance rights organization. You guys know about BMI. I released them through an intermediary. Currently, my latest album, which is called "Doing It Like the World Depends on You," it's through CD Baby. I give a plug to CD Baby. They've been there for independent artists. But what does that take us to right now? Now you got iTunes and the other channels that are available to help independent artists harness the power of social media to get after. Continue with the streaming. There was a little technical difficulties with the streaming, so we're right back. We're talking about the PODBUM webinar. The PODBUM webinar. What I was doing previously, I was doing an introduction as to how I get into the music industry and how you, as either a songwriter, a music industry support staff, or a producer, can harness the power of social media to get your product in front of eager fans. What do I mean by that? Find out more on this webinar. On this webinar, we're going to talk about the management team, products and services, competitors, and also the strategy that's going to get you knee and heads and shoulders above the competition. What's the market overview? What are you doing to get after your target market? Who's your target market, and specifically, what are their needs? Do you have a marketing plan? How are you getting after those 3 P's? Positioning, pricing, and promotion. Have you achieved any milestones? What about your revenue forecast? Do you have personnel? These are some of the items we're going to talk about in this as we do a deep dive into the strategy that's going to allow you, the music industry professional, to get after the market that's waiting to be tapped. What market are we talking about? The social media app-centric market. Have you heard of PODBUM? If you haven't, this is a promo that was used to win second place on a business pitch competition for PODBUM. Essentially, PODBUM is a way for an artist, producer, or music executive to create a product and go directly to the music fans using an app. And everybody has a smartphone that's walking around, and you can harness the power of your smartphone to get musicians the power they need to reach fans. Let me do a close-up. This is what the PODBUM app and episode looks on the iOS platform. Okay, so you can download that, go HangoutSpace and music. You will get into the subscription, and you go right ahead and subscribe to the HangoutSpace podcast that's on iTunes. With respect to taking full advantage of this app on Google, what I highly recommend for you to do is go to www.podbum.com and click on the link that takes you directly to the Google Play Store. I'm going to load that up right now so you can have a look at it. As a matter of fact, what I will do is I will go ahead and show you what it looks like. That's what it looks like right there. It's loading right now. Okay, so what you're going to see is the actual Google Store. Okay, so that's loading up right now, and there you go. That's PODBUM for you right there. So how are you going to take advantage of that? You're just going to go ahead and click the install button, and it's going to install PODBUM 2016. PODBUM 2016 exclusively for you, the record producer, you, the artist, and you, the music executive, trying to reach that fan base that is elusive. But I'm here to tell you that PODBUM is going to make that not as elusive as you think. So watch that. Google Play. Google Play is where you want to download this from. All right. But what I will tell you, there's a secret. Okay. If you download the $4.99 version, it will be available for the next generation of smart Android devices. You probably heard Samsung and the rest of those folks just put out some fresh devices. But just for my fans and for the fans that are looking to get started, you can get the free version. The free version, you just scroll down like I just did. You get the free version. The free version gets you access to artists like G2. G2 is an artist out of the San Francisco Bay Area that actually is doing a lot of social media selling using platforms such as PODBUM. Specifically, while I get back to the webinar, this webinar is also going to talk about financial statement, profits and loss, how you can account for that, your balance sheets, the 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 cash flow projections by month and by year. All right, and then specifically there are deep dive panel discussions that if you're interested as a moderator, you just let me know. We're going to put you down for the panel. Again, this is all going to be a webinar. All right, so a panel that's up for discussion is called record label operations, indie label style. So if you really think about it right now, every artist is actually a record label. Every songwriter is a record label, and not just a record label, but a record label that can be self-distributed, independent style. All right, then we get into the DJ. You know, EDM is huge right now. EDM is huge. As a matter of fact, the candidates running for office, who can name me one of the candidates who's a big EDM fan? More to follow later. I'll give you that answer during the webinar. All right. So, in addition, we're going to talk about the state of music industry and how we can change, or you can change the music industry using the technical know-how that's available right now, just like what you see me describing in this PodBum webinar teaser. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop right now. More to follow. I will see you on the next